Hello everyone and welcome back to Could Realize. We're going through the endings of Arsene Lupin. It looks like it started the same as when I first left off, even though I thought I chose the normal end. But I went back and redid the choices to make sure I did the happy end first, so hopefully this is the happy end. Anyway, looks like someone's singing. You don't know who it is yet. Alright, I finished watering since no one's talking. I'm guessing it's Cardia. It's a nice day today, so the flowers should be able to enjoy some sun. And if it keeps up, it should be sunny again tomorrow.
おやおや、いけませんね。今日明日の仕事は我々にお任せをとお伝えしたはずですが。
Saint Germain, I'm sorry, I got a little restless.
大事な本番が控えているからですか?
Are they talking about a wedding? I thought I remembered a wedding in one of their routes, but I was like, oh, it's probably just the fan disc as always. Yeah. Saint Germain, I'm really happy about tomorrow, but
どうしました?
I'm just a little worried. Are you alright with this? You betrayed Idea, your organization, for us, and you were banished. Won't people be after your life now?
ああ、そのことなら心配ありませんよ。最後にアイザックの計画を阻止できたので、オムニブスは私を許してくれました。
Oh, that's good. If only she was so understanding in your own roots.
もちろん、あなたの生存もね。ただし、私はあと100年以内に寿命で死ぬそうです。それが私への罰だそうで。
For someone who's lived so long, he's probably glad that it will finally come to an end. He doesn't have to live forever and watch all of his friends die over and over again. Huh? Isn't that normal?
ええ、普通のことです。ですが、これでようやく本当の意味であなた方と仲間になれた気がしますよ。
Well, I'm fine as long as you're happy. I don't fully understand what he's talking about, but Saint Germain is smiling, looking more alive than I've ever seen him. For some reason, this makes me smile too. Thank you, Saint Germain, for tomorrow.
ええ、もちろん。あなた方の新たな門でしっかりと見届けましょう。
They have to be talking about a wedding, right? That's the only thing you refer to as a new chapter. Not the only thing, but it's one of those things.
眠れないか?
You scared her. Lupin.
俺が言うのもなんだが、無理にでも寝ておいた方がいいぜ。明日もし主役が寝坊なんてしたら、目も当てられねえからな。
Yes, I know, but I'm so wide awake. My heart's racing. I can't wait, but I'm also nervous. And I'm a little worried too.
不安?
Yes, because I'm too happy. Lupin, this is all real, isn't it? I'm not going to wake up in the mansion or still on the Nautilus. That's not going to happen, will it? Oh. It's already been 6 months since that incident. As we were thrown off the Nautilus, we fell, prepared to face our death, however. We landed softly, and the fall was cut much shorter than we had been expecting. How could this be? We looked at one another.
イェーイ！重力制御成功！お待たせお二人さん！間一髪でヒーローの登場だ！
That voice.
インピ？お前、どうして？
We looked around and realized that we were sitting atop an airship.
バッカ！二人を置いて俺らが逃げるわけないだろ！
How'd they even get back on an airship? I thought it was destroyed.
ちなみにこれはビクトリアがいざという時のためにくれた飛行船。
Just in case. How convenient.
いざ迎えに来てみれば落下中とはさすがに肝が冷えたぞ。
Hey, I bet. Just watching your friends fall out of the airship. Oh my goodness.
寿命が縮むとはこのことですね。
How can you get any grayer? Your hair is literally white. Whatever. It looks like you won the bet. Did they bet all the way down?
勝ちどころか大勝ちだな、こりゃ。
Our lives were miraculously spared, and all our friends welcomed us back. For a while after that, we helped in the rebuilding of the ruined city. Once London began to look like its old self once more, everyone decided on their next step. As St. Germain mentioned earlier, he had been banished from the IDEA organization, but he says that a great weight has been lifted from me and looks quite happy. He has moved his home base from France to London and plans to spend the rest of his life in leisure. That's quite different than the rest of his roots. Victor returned to the Royal Society and is working in alchemical research. After the battle, Victor confided in me that he was the one who invented Zicterium. He also apologized. He doesn't want his mistakes to ever be repeated and is working both as a researcher and a social reformer. It seems to me that Victor has become more aggressive and confident in his ways, and Victoria has begun deferring to his views. Well, that's good. And he will be leaving for America within the next week. That's different. Well, I guess he found what he was looking for. Finding the most important thing he was looking for has brought him a sense of closure. He is going to cross the ocean to begin preparations to officially realize his dream of reaching the moon. It will definitely be lonelier here after he's gone, as he was always the one to make the place full of life. When I told him that, he tried to hug me, but Lupin put a stop to that. He'll probably send some cheerful letters, even all the way from America. No touchy. Van Helsing has become a guard for the Marquis Renfield, who is a diplomat meeting with the vampires on behalf of Britain. Delhi has stepped up as the representative of the vampire race, gathering all his people who have scattered years ago. As for his revenge, it seems that he had told Van Helsing that he can't atone for it by helping us live. Everyone has found a new goal and is seeking out their own fates. Of course, so are we.
あんだけ苦労したってのに、これが夢だなんてごめんだぜ。それに、仮に夢だとしても、現実との狭間なんぞ突き抜けて、お前をさらいに行ってやるよ。お姫様。
I feel like you'd actually be able to pull that off. All my worries and nervousness go away as I speak with him. I should be able to greet tomorrow with a smile.
いよいよだな。
Yes. That's right. Tomorrow we'll... we'll recite our wedding vows. Oh.
おお、綺麗だよ、美しい天使。いや、この世に舞い降りた女神。
Thank you.
よし、ここは一丁永遠のロマンである花嫁の強奪ってやつを。
Oh my goodness.
インピ、ああいうのは互いの気持ちが通じ合ってるのが前提だよ。
通じ合ってるどころか壁ができてるお主では話にもならんであろうな。
うるさいバカどもめ。こんな場でぐらい静かにしたらどうだ。
いいではありませんか。神もきっと賑やかな方を好まれる。それに彼ら以上に賑やかな方がいらっしゃることですし。
Oh, and who is this more lively person?
夫婦二人幸せになるのだぞ、お前たち。
That's really funny, especially since he doesn't like him.
いつも以上にやかましいな。
つか、 なんでレオンのおっさんがここに？
What if he wants to watch? He wasn't invited exactly, but he did make arrangements for us to use this location with Victoria's help, of course.
そうなのか？実は俺っていろいろ聞かされてねえんだな。
I invited one more guest. I wanted it to be a surprise. Oh.
おめでとう、ルパン。遅ればせながら私も祝福させてもらうよ。
ショールメイ、おま、ロンドンから出てったって。
おやおや、やはり君は爪が甘い。その情報はどこから掴んだものかな？
まさか。
ああ、君の恋人から可愛いいたずらの依頼を受けてね。紳士として快く協力させてもらったよ。
That's cute. Are you surprised?
いや、そりゃ驚いたけどな。くそ、可愛くて怒るに怒れねえ。
ともあれ、今後は私の前でヘマをしないでくれよ。新婚早々君を捕まえては神父に申し訳ない。
Arrest you.
な気遣いなくたって、てめえは一生煙に巻いてや。ルパン！間違っても花嫁殿を泣かせぬようにな。
Oh my goodness. What the heck?
くそー、やっぱルパンばっかずるいぞ。せめて俺に失恋の抱擁を。
インピー、邪魔したらダメだって。
Oh my goodness. That's a balm for your bird.
この世にも抑えきれんだと。なんという無駄なバカ力だ。
Oh, he is a vampire.
お前ら、うるさいと人が何度言えば。
He's loading his gun. That's really funny.
うわー、バン！発砲はもっとダメだって。
Cece's got to get up in the mix. They're so lively.
あれに動じないとは、あなたも大物になりましたね。
粛々とした誓いよりは、よほど君たちらしいと思うよ。
But why are we looking up at the sky during all of this? Can't we get some, like, real images?
ですが、困りましたね。これでは結婚の誓いどころではありませんし。
We're just like going to get a CG and that's it. It's like Victor got more than this. He's about to blow up. I can see it. Lupin?
だあ！もうめんどくせえ。こうなったらとことんハメ外してやる。
I'm gonna kiss her and get it over with. Just kiss her and be done with it. I see two chins. That was adorable. He pulls me into him and presses his lips to mine. The joyful shouts and screams around us are all shut out in an instant. Lupin's eyes, his breath, he's not even looking at you, his lips, his warmth. These are the only things I feel. Of course they are. I forget to breathe and my head starts to swim.
顔真っ赤じゃねえか。白いドレスによく映えてるぜ。
Aw, she still has the horologium. It's just completely white now. It's all out of power. It's cute. Lupin, we haven't even made our vows to God yet.
そんなのバカ騒ぎした時点で意味ねえさ。だいたい愛を神に誓うなんて柄じゃねえ。
I know everyone's being so noisy. He just wants to kiss you and take you away.
俺は自分の意志で一生お前を愛していくんだから。
You're such a troublemaker.
その困ったやつに惚れちまったんだろ。俺はお前に誓うぜ、カルディア。アルセーヌ・ルパンはいついかなる時もお前のそばにあり、その心を生涯奪い続けてやる。
I swear to. I, Cardia, will always be by your side and will continue to steal your heart.
サンキュー。愛してるぜ、 カルディ
He said thank you in English. That was adorable.
ア。ここからだ。俺たちが作る新しい世界の始まりは。
Oh, she got a happily ever after wedding. Alright, so now we're going to go to all the bad endings. Let's see. Well, the first bad ending is at the very beginning of the entire game when you reject Lupin's hand and you leave on your own, and she's just like, you know what? I'm going to do this journey all on my own. Have a good day. Have a nice life, and just leaves. So we're just going to skip that one. And we're going to go to the bad end in chapter 10. The bad end in chapter 10 is resist. Attempt to resist. And this is where Finis is trying to get her to come with him for the first time. But that does nothing about the situation we're in. Surrounded as we are by soldiers, whatever choice I make won't matter at all. Lionheart, we may not be able to put up much of a fight, but there's still a chance we might win. I want to give it a try. Will you help me? I whispered to Lionheart so that only he can hear me. If you fall here, you're not saving anyone. It's a reckless, desperate act. I know that all too well, but if we don't do anything, Finis will get away. I can't let him get away with it. I'll give you a signal. I'll attack them with everything I've got, and you break free of the soldiers surrounding us. As soon as he responds, I begin to dash away. Oh. I stop thinking about what might happen and stay low as I charge into the nearest soldier. Body slam him. I leap into him, knocking him down. Then I take off both of my gloves and throw them aside. Oh my goodness. I'm going to burn and melt everything I touch now. Oh my gosh, she's just going crazy. I'm sorry. I gently press against the man's hand as he tries to raise his gun towards me. The intense smoke rises up and the smell of burning flesh fills the air. Wow, she's going violent. All eyes are on us, eyes now filled with fear and shock. The man writhes on the ground, rolling over the gloves I've thrown aside. But that's fine, I won't be needing them anymore. I'll probably never have the chance to take the hand of someone I love ever again. I shift my position, ready to attack the cowering soldier. And then she's shot. Suddenly I feel a sharp pain in my back. As I try to turn around, my body instantly feels heavy and I drop where I am standing.
これはただの麻酔銃だから何も怖がる必要はないよ。姉さんが死ぬのはもう少し後。いや、死ぬという表現は正しくないか。僕たちは初めから生きてすらいないんだから。
His voice grows fainter as darkness rises up to swallow me, and I can't help but notice how sad he sounds. At least this end is not you die. This end is probably you become your father's heart like he intended you to be. But he still ends up dying, but I mean at least it's not like I shoot you and you die. Alright, we're gonna go to chapter 12, take the pill. So we're going to take the pill, we're going to end our life now, so Finis can't do anything to us. If Finis captures me, I won't even have the option of dying. Then there's only one way. I yank the bag out of my pocket and a small gem-like pill falls out of it. Uh-oh.
姉さん、何を?
He senses that something is wrong and reaches for me, however. Gulp. I've already swallowed the pill. In the next moment, my vision blurs and my consciousness begins slipping away. Finis is screaming and the area around me darkens. Everything is growing distant. Ah, Omnibus wasn't lying when she said that my death would be comfortable. Sorry, Lupin. I couldn't wait for you, but it's alright. My death will help you reach your own true desire. Isaac's plan will fail. My time is up. But at least I was able to do something for Lupin. It makes me happy, even though I know it's selfish. Goodbye, Lupin. That's why I can rest happily. Forever and ever, even after I die. I will love you. The end. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Besides the one at the top, there's 3, so there's one more. This one is going to be where we choose the bad end and then we go to the normal end. So first we're going to say we can't let him know that we're a monster. And then I'm going to skip into the next choice. And then for the bad end, we're going to give up. It's not a sure thing that the Philosopher's Stone will lose its power if I die, but either way I'm going to disappear. Then I want to die knowing that at least I was able to be of some use to everyone. I stuff my hand into my pocket and pull out the small pill. I'm sorry, everyone. But I am not able to go through with my suicide attempt. Someone grabs my hand from the side.
させんよ。お前に自由などもうないのだから。
Denied. Another Finistal appeared out of nowhere to grab me. If there was another Finistal, how does it speak? I thought you only speak from one. I try to resist, but at the next moment, I'm entangled by the enormous wire web and lifted high into the air. Yeah.
さあ、私と一つになろう、カルディア。
His main body emits a white light. There shouldn't be anything within the orb, and yet its surface is now covered in waves like it is covered in water. I'm going to skip until the stuff is new. I don't want to read all this.
さあ、一緒に眠ろう、姉さん。これが僕たちの幸せなんだから。
I hear a gentle voice from somewhere. It's soothing, almost like a lullaby, drawing me in. Yes, we'll be together always. I think that I see someone's face float up in the darkness. Goodbye. He says it so happily. I don't resist as I fall into a gentle sleep. In the end, a single tear rolls down my cheek. The end. And now we get to go watch the normal end, which is probably tragic, just like all the other ones are. Okay, so for the normal end, we're going to... I can't tell him that reason. I can't tell you why. I'm sorry.
それじゃ納得できねえよ。理由も言えねえってならなおさらな。
He looks right at me.
カルディア、教えてくれ。一体何を考えてる？
I can't. There's no way I can get away with not telling him the truth. The Horologium's poison, it's going to become much, much stronger, incomparably stronger than what it is now. And then this is where it picks up from the first choice where you actually tell him the truth and it goes to the happy ends. We're just going to skip to the normal end now. Alright, took me a little bit, but I finally got to the normal end. I had to go back and redo a couple things because it did not want to take me here. So they had just fallen out of the sky, they had just kissed each other, and now we are at a new scene after that. Finis, the artificial life form and leader of Twilight Intelligence Agency, who had been plotting to resurrect Isaac. It's been almost a month since London suffered devastating damage through the series of incidents he caused. Fortunately, the Queen survived the ordeal and still stands as a symbol of the nation. But the events have left deep gouges through all of London. Humans are such strange beings. They can get back up even after going through such tremendous trauma. One day, about a month after the events involving the Nautilus, today, as always, Saint Germain is taking the leisurely stroll down the streets of the poor districts watching the rebuilding.
この辺りはすっかり元通りですね。
Those who have evacuated London have slowly been trickling back into the city. This district has already gained much of its liveliness. Places like this are where the first signs of a city's death usually appear. On the other hand, though, it is these places that also show the first signs of recovery. This chaotic place contains the full gamut of humanity's ugliness and beauty. That is why Saint Germain loves this area so much.
しかし、あれから1ヶ月ですか。
He sighs happily, then absent-mindedly looks up at the sky. That day, only a handful of people were able to return to the ground alive from the destruction of the Nautilus. Oh, MP looks sad. MP and Victor. Van Helsing and Victor, MP and Sholmes, and Saint Germain himself as well as Guinevere. Those were the only survivors who Saint Germain saw with his own eyes. He didn't see for himself, but Finnis, Nemo, and Alistair likely shared the same fate as the Nautilus. And...
Cardia-san. Lupin.
As the Nautilus was breaking down, Saint Germain and the others waited until the last minute for them. However, the two never appeared, and he was forced to leave in the escape craft the others had found on board. Even after a month, nothing of them has been found. I thought they disappeared in this. Are they dead? Are they alive? Who knows? Saint Germain silently shakes his head, then resumes his walk down the street. I think if they were alive, they probably would have come and said hi by now.
今後はやることもないですし、家に帰ってゆっくりしますか。
Saint Germain is no longer an apostle of Idea. His punishment for betraying Idea that day had been banishment from the organization. His betrayal was punishable by death, and yet the reason he remains alive is... It most likely has to do with the fact that those gathered by Saint Germain did mankind a great service by eliminating Isaac. But still, since he no longer is a member of their group, the curse of immortality has also been removed from his body. Now that he is no longer immortal, Saint Germain estimates that he has something like 50 years left to live. He has already decided how he will spend this short amount of time.
2人がいずれ帰ってきたときに、誰も待っていないのはとても寂しいことですしね。
Oh, he's gonna sit there and just wait for them to return in his mansion. That's so cute. MP Victor, Van Helsing, and Dracula II have begun to follow their own path, seeking their own goals. But Saint Germain feels like that he has lived long enough, you know, right? Like thousands of years. That's why.
私に残された人生、あの2人を待つことだけに費やすのも悪くない。
He's such a nice friend. The Count returns to the mansion and enjoys some tea by himself in the lounge. His days are a bit dull now compared to the long and varied life he led devoted to his mission. Living without an objective makes him feel somewhat uneasy, like he is soaking in lukewarm water. Then...
Oh yeah, Shishi desu ka?
Oh yeah. The last of the mansion's previous residents rubs up against his feet.
あなたも寂しいですか？他の仲間がいないのは。ああ、そうだ。少し待っていてくださいね。
Well, at least you have a friend. Saint Germain lightly strokes Cece's back, then thinks of something and leaves the room. When he returns, he is holding a framed photograph in his hands. It's the commemorative picture that was taken when they won the airship race. Everyone in the picture has a unique expression. It almost looks like they might begin speaking to him at any moment.
これで、この部屋の静けさも少しは気にならなくなりますかね。
Saint Germain sits back on the couch, puts Cece on his lap, and closes his eyes. When he does, a memory vividly plays out before his mind's eye.
じゃあみんな、聞いてくれ。実はついさっきな、とびっきりのお宝について情報が入ったんだ。
とびっきりのお宝？ひょっとして世界一の美女とか？
I wonder if this is when they first found out about Cardia. And B is immediately hooked as Lupin starts talking with a fearless smile. I guess not.
話の腰を折るな。お前の願望など誰も聞いていない。
まあまあ、とにかく話を聞いてからにしよう。
And Helsing makes a mocking remark, and Victor tries to calm everyone down. Then, Lupin, how can I help? She smiles, ready to head out as I watch her over with a smile of my own. All of this was a normal scene for all of us until quite recently, but all I do now is look back on it as a memory like the photograph. It's a scene I'll never be able to touch again. Oh, Saint Germain smiles sadly, then falls into a peaceful sleep. If I can at least be with them all again in my dreams, that is the last thing on his mind. Poor Saint Germain. He's like just there, left to endure life all on his own for the next 50 years, waiting and dreaming about his friends. That's really sad. I'm sorry. I feel bad for him. Oh, that's the normal end. Whatever. I thought we're supposed to get like a main scenario unlock. Nothing popped up. I can click on it though, so I guess we'll just click on it and go watch the extra. Through the window, I see a clear and vivid blue sky. It feels like the pouring rain from earlier had never even happened. I look outside absent-mindedly from my room. It's so quiet today. It's already been 6 months since the string of incidents involving the Horologium. Everyone has already left St. Germain's mansion for reasons of their own. Oh, so this is after the Nautilus, but before they got married. Right? Or after they got married. Currently, Lupin and I are the only ones living here after St. Germain gave us the deed to his mansion. Cece is with us too. Of course, I have no complaints about my life here with Lupin. I'm actually quite happy, but it's just Lupin and me. Thoughts like this have started to make me restless lately. When our eyes meet, my cheeks redden and I can't speak. This never happened when we'd all been living together. Sigh. I let out a deep breath and bring my attention back to the room. The smells of wet grass and trees drift in from the window. Although the rain has already stopped, it had been very intense earlier. I forgot how long they said it's been in the happy ending. I have no idea. Since everyone's gone, I'm going to assume it's after the wedding. If we had been hanging out close to dry, everything would have been soaked. I hope Lupin's alright since he went out shopping. I'm sure he found some place to stay out of the rain. I prepared a change of clothes and a towel for him to use whenever he gets back. So yeah, I think the CG I'm thinking of from the extra is in this one. But I'm probably still worried because of what Victor had said when we met the other day.
というわけで、最近貧困街で風邪が流行ってるんだ。
After leaving St. Germain's mansion, Victor opened a clinic in the poorest part of London. Since he isn't too far, he's the one out of all of our group who comes to visit the mansion the most. He happened to stop by that day on the way back from a house call. Is a cold that dangerous? I've never had a cold, so it's hard for me to imagine what it would be like to have one. Victor gives me a troubled smile when I look at him, my head slightly tilted in puzzlement.
一般的な病気だけどね。でも、軽く見たらダメだよ。風邪を放置して、そのまま死に至るケースだってあるんだから。
Don't say that to her. She's gonna be like, oh no, what if this is the worst case scenario? What?
まあ、あくまで一例だけどね。それでも注意は必要かな。
They're taking the common cold, and he's like, it can cause death in like the 0.1%.
例えば布団をかぶらないで寝たり、雨で濡れたまま乾かさないでいたり。病気の原因って意外に身近なものだからさ。君も気をつけてね。
Oh great, you said if you don't dry off after a rain. Victor was so detailed in his warning. Maybe it was a kind of sign of those to come. A kind of sign. This makes me even more restless, and I start walking around the room. Lupin hadn't been carrying an umbrella when he left. He might have been completely drenched in the rainstorm. If Lupin gets wet, he might catch a cold. Then he might... I furiously shake my head to clear my thoughts of the terrible chain of events that appear in my mind. Oh my goodness. Right then. The moment I hear the front door open, I grab a towel and change of clothes. I need to hurry before he dies. I see a trail of water drops leading out of the hall, and I follow it. The water trail leads to the lounge. Lupin, don't you die on me. It's like, what are you on? Oh, I thought he was completely shirtless in this one. But no, I mean, he's still soaking wet. I freeze when I see this scene unfolding before my eyes. I was completely prepared to see Lupin soaking wet, or so I thought. I quickly turn away. I feel like I'm trespassing, seeing something I was never meant to. His wet shirt clings to his skin, and his bare chest is visible underneath his unbuttoned shirt. His skin is too beautiful to look at directly. I'm sorry.
何謝ってんだよ。タオルと着替え持ってきてくれたんだろ。ほら、貸してくれって。このままだと風邪ひいちまう。
No, not the cold. I turn away hurriedly as I hand him the clothes. Well then, I'll wait outside until you've changed.
ああ、そりゃいいが。さっきから様子がおかしい。
I wonder. Lupin stops mid-sentence. Then he looks over at me mischievously, as if he's just caught onto something.
さてはお前、恥ずかしいんだな。
What? I don't know what you're talking about at all. I try to play off as best as I can as I avert my eyes from Lupin's body. Thieves should always remain calm. I desperately try to remember Lupin's lessons, but even the Lupin in my mind is transformed into the half-naked man I saw.
なるほどな。そうかそうか。これでようやく納得いったぜ。
He's relishing in this. What makes sense?
最近お前、会話がぎこちねえからさ。変に俺を避けたりするし。なんか妙だとは思ってたが、お前ひょっとして。
Please don't say it. I furiously shake my head, but it only encourages him.
恥ずかしかったんだろう。俺と二人きりだったのが。
He looks at me with a teasing smile, and I look away again. But he sighs and looks relieved.
でもまあ、そういうことならよかった。なんか悩んでんのかなって、結構心配したんだぜ。
Oh. That's, I'm sorry for making you worry about me. I look down, but Lupin smiles softly and bows his head with an air of formality.
いいえ、お嬢さん。あなたの乙女心に気づかなかった私の落ち度でございます。
You read her thoughts.
この失態、あなたへの尽きぬ愛でお返ししたく存じます。よろしいですか、レディー。
With your undying love. I can hear his clothes rustling behind my back. He asked me to wait until he was done changing, but I'm nervous all the same. Lupin, I really think I should be waiting outside.
まあ待てって。つうか、別に見たけりゃ見ていいんだぜ。
I mean, This is after your wedding, right? It's alright. You can look. It's fine. No, thank you.
冗談だよ。ほら、終わったから、いい加減こっちを向けって。
I take a breath and then look at him. Lupin is standing there like his normal self with a smile on his face.
それにしても、ずいぶん慌てて見えたが、どうかしたのか？ノックもせずに部屋に入るなんて、お前らしくもね。
Oh, I was afraid you might catch a cold. Victor said that they might be deadly.
それで不安になって飛んできたのか？
Yes. How dare you laugh at her? He suddenly burst into laughter, holding his stomach. My embarrassment reaches whole new levels. Stop laughing. I was really worried.
悪い悪い。いや、嬉しいぜ、ほんと。ありがとな。
I don't know what he finds so funny, but it seems Lupin still can't stop laughing. I'm going to make us some hot tea, so you sit tight and wait here. I puff up my cheeks in exasperation and turn away.
待てよ。
No, you don't. Or at least I try. But I'm suddenly hugged from behind. Lupin.
そっけなくしたお仕置きだ。
Aww. This is your punishment for ignoring me. I'm going to tease you. His breath tickles faintly on my neck. His gentle whispers seem to make its way all the way into my ear. All the way.
これでも寂しかったんだからな。
I'm sorry. I see now. I just need to start telling Lupin exactly how I feel. He'll love and accept me no matter what I am. His embrace shows no sign of letting up as his arms grip me even tighter.
俺が雨に濡れて死んじまうか。
I know that's a little extreme, huh? That was, I was overthinking things.
別に笑ってるわけじゃねえよ。
No, you just laughed at her.
お前がそれだけ心配してくれたことが本気で嬉しいと思ってんだ。
He murmurs and softly touches his lips to my neck. I can't stop a small gasp from escaping my lips.
今はこの肌にこうして口づけをすることもできる。
Oh my.
続きはまた今夜にでもな。
Lupin smiles roguishly, then nods at me with a formal air.
泥棒紳士アルセーヌ・ルパン。今宵あなたのすべてをいただきに参上いたします。
The honeymoon night. Oh, that was adorable. Anyway, there is all of Lupin's endings. I think I'm going to use that CG instead of the wedding one. I don't want to spoil the wedding, but we can have a spoiled image of Lupin. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is all of Code Relays, I do believe. Although there is like these weird blank chapters. I don't understand what these blank things are, but... And then we have... I mean, I'm just going by the fact that we have all CGs unlocked. So, oh. We don't have a CG unlocked. Where's this one? Wait, that's the extra one. I know I recorded the extra one. I don't know why it's not there. My game might have turned off or something and it didn't save. But yeah, so we also don't have this one. What is this one? I'm missing some. I don't understand. Well, it would be really hard for me to figure out what I missed to not get that CG, but it is what it is. That's the end of Code Realize Guardian of Rebirth. I will be doing the fan disc in conjunction with Cubit Parasite. I will probably start Cubit Parasite next week, Monday. Although I do work a little bit Monday, so I'm not sure if I'll get a video out tomorrow, but probably Tuesday after it's edited. Tuesday is also my daughter's 16th birthday, so I don't, yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. I work a little bit Monday, Tuesday's her birthday, Wednesday I work also, and Thursday we have D&D with my brother, but like all of those only take up like 5 hours out of each day, so there will be a video by either Tuesday or Wednesday. But if you guys did enjoy it, drop a thumbs up down below and or subscribe, and look forward to a Cupid Parasite next week. See you guys in the next one. Bye.